I'm not even gonna waste y'all's time with my regular dramatic tease into my intro. Y'all saw the title, so let's get into it. It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And I know I'm late, but y'all know I gotta talk about how it's basically been confirmed that we are finally getting the real return of Phaedra Parks and how she's about to shake everything up for Bravo.
I love it when you couscous.
Okay, if you haven't been hiding under a rock lately, you've been seeing the foundation being laid for Phaedra's return after her unfortunate fall from grace several years ago. We peeped Bravo add Phaedra to Watch What Happens Live just to see if we were over it and test the waters a little bit, or if they would get canceled before they officially added Phaedra to the cast of last year's Housewives spinoff. Then we saw them use her to launch the Real Housewives of Dubai. And while we all peeped the clout, some of us were reading in between the lines and peeped that Phaedra Parks had actually gone from being a disgraced, washed-up Atlanta housewife banished to WeTV and the Bigo to actually kind of looking like that girl again. And it was in this moment from the latest BravoCon that really made me realize that the fans are so hungry for Phaedra Parks.
Who has the worst fashion sense on this stage?
I would pick Phaedra.
Well, I own most of my clothes.
Yes, Phaedra just effortlessly reminded us why she is still the reigning queen of reading even after all of this time away from her throne. And honestly, Bravo seems to think so too, with reports flooding in about the network offering Phaedra not one, but two major offers to add to her list of jobs.
I can 100% exclusively confirm that Phaedra Parks was 100% approached to be on Married to Medicine.
I'm sorry.
At the same time, she was also approached to appear on the next season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Say what now?
Yeah, I was shocked when this news started to get a little official because like, what? It comes so unexpected since the Real Housewives of Atlanta is basically almost wrapped, and the last I heard, Married to Medicine was kinda on the chopping block, but apparently we aren't crazy because y'all. Carlos King also confirmed that talks of Phaedra Parks making a Real Housewives of Atlanta return has basically been happening over and over again for a while now.
Phaedra has always been talked about to appear back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we ain't gotta, go into detail as to why she's not back on. I think we all know why.
And naturally, it basically forces us to have to talk about her incident with Kandi Burruss back on season 9 again.
I also feel like we were robbed of being told that story.
Yup.
And not seeing what it was like to have two former friends deal with that situation. And it's not a coincidence that the show has not been the same since.
And I agree. I feel like the show hasn't been the same, and it kind of won't be the same until this situation is resolved.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
I personally don't think that there needs to be any sort of major casualties here either. I want both Kandi and Phaedra to both make it to the other side of that conversation with healing and resolution. Ooh, child, the ratings.
I've been quiet for too long.
But anyways, let's talk about this Married to Medicine situation. Apparently, Phaedra Parks is in a serious relationship with a doctor, and quite frankly, that alone makes her completely eligible to be casted on this show.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
But it helps that she's also very good friends with a good portion of the cast, including Dr. Heavenly, Quad, and Simone.
That's tea, actually.
So according to reports, all of them have come to Faye like, look, we see what them girls are doing to you over there at Atlanta Housewives, icing you out, slandering your name, but please, 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 come join our show.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
Them girls are probably even willing to give up a portion of their paychecks, child, because I feel like last season just wasn't given.
Get somebody else to do it.
And naturally, Housewives fans are definitely feeling this little Bravo hack for Phaedra Parks, with one fan commenting, Phaedra actually makes more sense on Married to Medicine than Real Housewives of Atlanta. The women on Married to Medicine are more her peers. From an educational and business perspective, I think that she would be the perfect fit and bring more eyeballs to Married to Medicine. And another Housewives fan responded, I'll take more Phaedra any way I can get her, child. She is TV magic and she will work well with any show. Phaedra gets reality TV. She was a friend to Kandi at one point, a hilarious sidekick to Portia, and the antagonist to Kenya. Her scenes are iconic on purpose. Before another Phaedra fan chimed in saying, Phaedra is reality TV gold, honey, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I love me some Faye. We definitely want Phaedra back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but for some reason, and I love me some Kandi, she has a huge say-so. But it definitely would give Kandi a good storyline, and we want to see that conversation. We forgive Phaedra. Let's move on and let her redeem herself. So, should Phaedra Parks join Married to Medicine or RHOA? I don't know, y'all. It's really, really hard to pick. Would y'all rather have Phaedra Parks reclaim her throne on Atlanta and clear up her whole reputation? Because if it was me, I definitely would appreciate that opportunity. Or do you think that it'd be good to see Phaedra in a completely new element, all while staying a part of the Bravo family? I'm definitely open to new possibilities with Phaedra, and I feel like it makes sense for her to be a part of Married to Medicine, but I don't know if I want her to risk being barred from ever having her Real Housewives of Atlanta return if she joins this other, completely different Bravo franchise. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Wait a minute.
And then there's the whole Kandi thing. Oh my God. I don't know, y'all. This is stressing me. Wait. Oh my God, y'all. I think I have the perfect resolution. Let's just cast Phaedra Parks for both shows. It's what the fans want, and it's what she deserves. Hold on.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Huh? No. Absolutely not. That will be my green light, my ticket out of this fucking bitch.
Comment right now and tell me what you guys think about all this. And be sure to let me know if you still think that all that Sheree and Apollo mess from last season might have actually been a scheme to get Phaedra Parks back on the show after all. Also, be sure to catch Carlos King on his podcast on Spotify and definitely catch the visuals on his new YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I will see y'all comeback queens on the next one.
I guess. Soon, I don't know. But when I tell you that show, it's gonna be, I'm scared for it to come out. So.